Finally, we get to, hey, that's me, I'm a zombie. And so is Billy. Oops, sorry, got distracted. Finally, we get to Fun Dead. This was one of the most anticipated episodes to come out during the Legacy season. It was the first big Legacy episode to come out, the first big zombie episode since Zombie Attack 3, and the first time we got a complete feel for Paul's style. It took a long time to come out as well, which added to the hype. So when it was finally uploaded, almost a full year after the Snoger, was Fun Dead worth the wait? Actually, yeah. In fact, out of all the episodes that were made during Eddsworld Legacy, Fun Dead is probably the best one. Sometime after the events of the Snoger, a huge zombie infestation has begun. But that's not stopping Ed and the guys from going to a new theme park in town called Asdifland. When they get there, it takes a while for them to realize that the park is absolutely filled with zombies, and the rest of the episode is them trying to get out alive. In terms of writing, Fun Dead is the closest that Legacy's gotten to replicating the feel of an older Eddsworld episode. There's a story there, but it focuses a little more on the jokes, which is pretty much how Ed would have written an episode. And even the jokes are a bit closer to Ed's sense of humor as well. The only gags I can think of that don't quite match up are when the TV tells Ed to stop interrupting him, and when Ed and Matt encounter a zombified YouTube commenter. I don't know, something about those moments feel more like Tom jokes than Ed jokes. But the writing as a whole has a perfect mix of the newer Legacy style of storytelling and Ed's style of storytelling. It's a newer episode that feels like an older episode, and it works. I also love the idea of it taking place in a theme park. You've got zombies on roller coasters, zombies in claw machines, zombies in an arcade. It's a really fun location to put zombies in, and the parts where they come in are all the more entertaining. Fun Dead also gives Ed a few more lines than he had in previous episodes. He had some things to say here and there, but this episode gives Tim a bigger chance to shine. And at this point, it sounds like he's still trying to get settled into the role, but I think he does a great job. Tom thankfully doesn't get too much focus this time, and on that subject, the focus on all three of them is balanced out a lot better than in Spaceface and the Snoger. Each of the guys get an equal amount of attention, and as such, Fun Dead feels more like an episode that's about all of them as opposed to just one of them. The animation is absolutely fantastic. After Spaceface Part 2, Date Night, and the Snoger, this is the first full episode that Paul got to animate on his own, and it does not disappoint. Everything moves so fluently, everything is drawn so well, everything is detailed so impeccably, and Paul even gets a bit experimental by incorporating elements of anime and comic books and even his own style. It's not how Ed would have done it, but I can look past it when the animation is this good. The music is equally great too. Living Tombstone's work is just what I'd come to expect from Eddsworld music. It's very catchy and has a killer sound to it. Todd's music is good too, but like in Spaceface and the Snoger, it's more atmospheric and not quite as memorable. You wouldn't even be able to tell that some of his music here is even recycled from the Snoger. I love the orchestral sound and it's very well made, but I just prefer Living Tombstone's work here. When Tom and his crew took over the show in 2012, this is what I've been wanting to see for every single episode. Something that has great writing and great animation and feels both old and new at the same time. Not that every episode before or after this one is bad, but Fun Dead is a legitimately great episode. I love the setup, I enjoy the humor, everything is balanced out remarkably well, and it's just plain fun to watch. We had to sit through a bunch of filler to get here, but in the end, we were delivered with not just the best episode in the entire season, but one of the best episodes in the entire series.